What I feel when I walk through these halls now is gratefulness. I think about the fact that I will probably never experience what I experienced at this school ever again in my life. Being in a classroom that is full of all young women who are here for friendship, for community, for, obviously an education, a great one at that. But just being in that environment where you have people who are championing you and just cheering you on, knowing that you have people in your corner, knowing that I don't have to be afraid to raise up my hand, I have something important to say, and everybody here values that and respects that. I think it's something that I reflect on and that I do not take for granted.
It's not just an education. It's spiritual, it is compassionate, and it's the hope for students to go out and do better.
I hope that other girls that decide to come to SMA experience this welcoming community, and then they make long-lasting friendships, and they just have fun and enjoy themselves.
In an all-girls school, they can be themselves and can let their guards down, and they can be who they are with a confidence that they have gifts, that they are loved, and that they have something to offer to our world.
So my name is Celine Ann Tankeko. I'm in grade 12 and I've been here for almost 4 years now. A good day here at SMA would include some of my favorite subjects like art and biology. I am the co-head of Human Rights Team, HRT. I am also the co-head of Asian Heritage Month, Campus Ministry, STEM. Oh, I also play badminton here, one of my sports. It's so stressful, but it's so rewarding at the same time. And all of the experiences and memories I've made here are going to stick with me for life.
As a learner, I had always thought that you learned with your brain, and I came to St. Mary's and it really is mind, body, and spirit. And I think that opened new ways of understanding for me. I think that knowing something spiritually enhances and informs how we know everything else.
If it hadn't been for St. Mary's, I don't think that my Christian faith would have grown the way it did. And it really grew, particularly in those first 10 years when I was at the school regularly. And I still see quite a number of students that I taught literally decades ago. We have very good friendships. And all of that has been so, so important to me. And I think, just helped me to be a better person.
When we got here in grade 7, of course, every parent is concerned, have we made the right decision for our daughter? And that's huge pressure as a parent. And we came to the first parent-teacher and there were a few of them, Mrs. McLennan, Miss Maurice, and they just had nailed you and figured you out, and they were able to pull out all the beautiful things in you. And I just thought, this is so great. Like the school, the teachers are invested, they want to get to know the girls and they want to see them succeed, right?
At some point in the school year, I started to bend a little under the pressure, and my AP Calculus teacher, Mrs. Epp, she noticed and she called me. She really guided me through that challenging time and was able to get my family to support me. And it was just a really wonderful display of love and stays with me till now.
The teacher that made the lasting impression on me was Mrs. Duggan. And that was one of the very first times that I really learned to start to think critically and how to apply that with looking at the world around you. Previous to that, I felt like I was a very naive child, a girl in the world, really thinking about what your place is and the impact that you can make. And you don't have to just accept the labels that other people give you. You are able to break out of the shell or the mold. I truly remember her saying, like almost banging her fist on the desk and saying, like, girls, you are more than this. You are more than these ads. You are more than this. You are able to have your voice be heard out in the workplace. there will be people who will take advantage of you. And I had never heard that. I'd never thought about that before. We had never thought about the patriarchy. We had never thought about the media influences that we are subject to.
St. Mary's goes beyond the curriculum. St. Mary's looks at you as, how can we make you a better person, a better individual? How can we make you the woman you are meant to be, the woman you are called to be, the woman you were created to be? That is what St. Mary's does, and that is what St. Mary's did for us, and we're still reaping those benefits because of the foundation that St. Mary's laid.
I think an education at St. Mary's Academy is attainable by some, but not all. And that's the purpose of the Bursary program, is to be able to create that equal opportunity for all students, all girls, to get that Catholic education.
It was some time later that I came to the understanding that I was a recipient of a bursary. I didn't know how it had been taken care of. And it validated all the education that I was going to receive in the future, which I did not know in the 8th grade was going to happen, but it did.
We came from El Salvador in 1990, so we were an immigrant family fleeing from the Civil War in El Salvador. And our parents had wanted us to continue Catholic education, which we were receiving in El Salvador. And then we found out that there was in fact Catholic schools here in Winnipeg, but jubilation was short-lived because we found out that it was a private school. My mother, who's not one to be deterred by obstacles, she found out that there was a bursary program. And so it was that our sister was able to attend St. Mary's on a full bursary. So our connection to St. Mary's is a really special one.
We just love the idea of what St. Mary's brings to our community, and we're paying it forward for the future. We know now that 1 in 6 people are on bursary here at SMA. So it's very important, and it's incumbent upon us as business leaders to come together.
Be part of the sisterhood. Be part of building your community. It's never ceased to amaze me, the relationships. The caring from a nun that after 50 years still remembers your name. How remembered I am. And that makes me feel so treasured.
What makes St. Mary's unique? It's the parents who make the commitment to send their children here. It's the teachers who invest in their students.
We make it safe for you to explore different options. We make it safe for you to dream big, to be creative,
To be the person in the room that people want to listen to. And as a teacher, that's my hope for my kids, is that when they leave my classroom and they go out into the big world, that they know that their voice matters, God is with them, and that they can do anything because they have the skill set to do so. And St. Mary's fosters that.